Hmm. Wait, why is this still on? No! Hello, hello. Welcome back. We are once again returning to playing Unicorn Overlord. Also, something... I recently got a new desk, so I had to move everything around and adjust a lot of my setup, so hopefully everything still sounds fine. For some reason, a bunch of my audio devices got scrambled, so I'm gonna wait here a moment and listen back to what I have here just to make sure everything should hopefully sound okay. Okay. Yep, seems like everything is fine, at least from what I was listening back directly from the stream. So, yeah, we are going to be playing more Unicorn Overlord today. Last time, we did a lot of different challenge battles. We also finished the main section of the Colosseum, which allowed us to recruit the awesome Amalia, a very large, powerful woman who I am happy to now have on the squad. And I believe I mentioned it last time, but yeah, she had some really cool, a cool bit of lore behind her. But here, let me see. I think I want... I was thinking about this the other day. Amalia doesn't really have a way to interact quite as easily as I'd like. But I think we have... There it is, the Outlaw's Bracelet. Activates after an ally attacks, follow-up attack a row of enemies. So I'm going to equip this, so hopefully she will be a little more active. Though I think we want to do it instead of the action point here. We'll just keep a bunch of passive points and hopefully be able to beat up the enemy pretty effectively with this. Where's it at? I think I'm blind. We just had it. Ah, there it is. Wide Pursuit. What do I want to have the highest priority? Do we want Wild Pursuit or Wild Kick? I think we want Wide Pursuit to trigger instead if like both situations are met. So we'll just put Wide Pursuit up top. They might both trigger separately anyway, but I guess if we like run out of passive points, Outlaw's Bracelet and Wide Pursuit should trigger first. Yeah, I think we're fine here then. So let's just go on and see a bit more of the story. We're getting close to the capital city, Bisphane Basilica, and the township that surrounds it. You sit tight. I'll go take a look around. Thank you, Travis. How kind of you. I love how the music, it's so somber and religious. It's kind of funny, this Holy Land. That constant, feeling they give you the whole time. Now, this will come as a shock, but they've got soldiers patrolling the entire region. What we'll need to do is first cross Valley Shallow Bridge. Then get our hand on Fort Kings Rock there. Speaking of which, I managed to capture a couple guards on my way back. Bet they'll be able to tell us more. Sorry if I'm a bit off on reading here today, or just coming up with thoughts in general. Very tired from today's work. As I said, I work IT at a school, and today we were configuring thousands of devices and delivering them to different buildings, so it was very mentally and physically taxing. Need to make sure to drink some water, stay hydrated. Okay. Leave such interrogations to me, my prince. I cannot get the voice right either today. In the meantime, I suggest you prepare for the impending battle. Impending battle. Okay, buddy.
According to the captives, all decisions regarding the deployment of soldiers come directly from the Pontifex himself.
Oh, really? He's been mind controlled. I kind of forgot that was a poor element of this story.
Yet Galerius claimed the man was dead.
The pontificate is a hereditary station, meaning the next in line takes the mitre when their forebear passes. Thus, we can almost assuredly assume an heir has ascended to the role.
Oh.
I don't believe that's likely.
Then perhaps Galerius was lying. Such simple deception is far from beneath him.
Hey, not to butt in, but isn't Scarlet supposed to be the new Pontifex? Why would you think such a thing?
Is this not a direct pass down in the lineage thing? Are they elected officials or something?
Well, the two of you have been acting real weird ever since we got to Albion.
Oh, or are they just trying to... I guess I forgot her past might have been a secret.
I was gonna come ask why when I overheard you talking about it.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to pry.
Does he speak true?
He does. I'm sorry for hiding it from you all. Pontifex Arant only has one descendant, and that's me.
How long have you known, Elaine?
Forever.
Since the sanctuary in Cornea. In the eyes of the Orthodoxy, Scarlet would rightfully take over in the case of Arant's passing.
Which means Galerius did lie.
So their church really is a direct, descendant sort of thing. It's kept within the family. It's not just someone elected or placed there based on pure merit. I mean, this world in general seems to mostly be royal family type setups.
It appears the Pontifex still lives and is dictating every move Albion's forces make.
It's possible, yes. But our only hope of learning the truth will lie in infiltrating the pontifical chambers.
Then let me do it.
Not when Zenoira's got the church dancing to their tune. It's too risky.
Maybe so. But I'm his daughter. And I won't let you stop me from seeing what's become of him.
It's true that we'd be spared a sacrilegious war were you able to convince him to stand down.
I mean, once again, have we forgotten that, Zenoirans mind-controlled plenty of people in power?
Yet we must first determine if he even lives. I know how you feel, Scarlet. but such responsibility can't rest on your shoulders. If Arant truly has passed on, yours would surely be the next life they hope to claim.
So, even a proper scouting mission has failed to uncover the truth.
Indeed, it seems the Basilica's security was far too tight to breach. Though we have recovered word from a few locals who claim they've seen Arant at a distance, and yet, he's made no public appearances of late, citing grave illness as the reason.
Whether or not he truly lives, there will be no avoiding conflict with the arm of the Orthodoxy loyal to Zenoira.
If I may, Your Highness, I suggest we advance on the Basilica with all haste.
Before they can rally reinforcements from the rest of Albion, you mean?
I just realized, but I don't think we've seen all of these characters talking together in a while. I guess it makes sense because this area is, very clearly related to her family and her father. So they'll, the characters most involved in this area are the starting characters that joined you initially and were guarding us and, worked together with this group from the very start. I do like how this game has kept a lot of the core characters, involved throughout the story. Of course, Elaine's always the center of attention, and Joseph's our main advisor. He shows up a ton. But a lot of the others, when it's something important to them, they show up. And just because they were from a different zone that we recruited them, and they seemed like a side character that their job could be done, no, they still pop up later. Now, it's obviously not the case with everyone, but surprisingly a decent amount. I mean, what was it? I looked it up earlier today. God, I swear it was just an hour ago. There's something like 70 or 80 recruitable characters in the game. They still keep a decent amount involved enough, it feels like.
I suppose that would forestall an all-out war.
Maybe 30 or so.
Quite so. And should we manage to bend the trunk of the Orthodoxy toward our cause, its many branches will surely follow suit.
You okay with this, Scarlet?
I've made my peace with whatever it is we have to do. So don't treat me any differently, okay? That goes for you too, Elaine.
Of course not.
That's easy enough to say, but this fight will surely see you cross swords with people you know. Maybe even people you love. I imagine the battle will be a painful one indeed.
What's one moment of pain in the face of a lifetime of suffering under Zenoiran rule?
Preach, girl.
For the people of Albion, I'll do anything it takes.
I guess she's good at preaching, though. It comes in her blood.
Very well then. Our destination is set. We march for Albion's capital, and Bisphane Basilica held within.
In that case, we must first secure the bridgehead across the river in the Warnby region.
Prepare to depart at once.
But of course, Your Highness.
Continue onwards.
A moment, Scarlet.
Ah, but we must yap first.
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
To be honest, I'm a bit scared.
I can only imagine.
But praying over the matter will solve nothing. I have to act if I want to see it done, and I plan to do just that.
Hand to the sky. It's a neat little backdrop they have there. I do like the art style of this game quite a lot. Bound by sacred oath. Pick up all the stuff. Okay. Level 34 expected. Most of our stuff is level 35, so it should be a pretty comfortable battle. Oh, who could this be?
Senatio, what word of His Holiness?
Another person with the Zenoiran armor of power, whatever you want to call them.
My sincerest apologies, Lord Nigel. I know your journey here has been a long one.
I wonder if he's going to be the, like, feather staff character we can recruit.
But His Holiness has sequestered himself in the oratory and sternly refuses all who seek an audience.
Such has been the case for months on end. Respectfully, Father, the faithful grow more worried for his well-being with every passing day.
I too am concerned, yet we can only pray for his eventual return. Just as he unceasingly prays for the state of this tormented world.
So I shall. Very well. We may discuss the matter of an audience at a later time.
How odd. So that guy's like with Zenoira? But he's not, he doesn't seem that forceful. Oh, unless we get more here.
Even a passing glimpse of His Holiness would set my mind at ease. And yet...
A word, Sir Nigel.
A sacred guard, hmm? What is it?
We've a report from a congregant residing in Burberry. It would seem the rebel army has amassed their forces in the region.
So the day of reckoning is finally upon us.
The Heaven's Wing Knights make ready for battle. You are to mobilize without delay, and see that the rebels are stopped before they ever cross the Valley Shallow.
Understood. Today, I shall at last ease the worries that so burden His Holiness.
Nice. Yeah, so this guy, like, actually seems genuinely concerned for the Pontifex. Interesting. Makes me think he may not actually be evil. Just, like, kind of forced into service because Zenoira was there. Allow me to reiterate our aim in this battle, Your Highness. We seek the capture of Fort Kingsrock to the west. And in order to reach it, we must first pass over Valley Shallow Bridge. Somehow, I doubt they'll just let us across, though. Then we've little choice but to claim it as our own. Now come, a crucial struggle awaits. It is utter sacrilege to imperil the safety of our hallowed land. Onward, men, and may the word of the Unicorn direct your march. Blasphemy! What is this guy on about? I am the one championing the power of the Unicorn. Okay, so we got this over here, this up here, so we deal with those two first. And we head this way. I do actually want to see here, how much does our mobility change if we make this the leader? It's like a sizable amount left. Still kind of want to do it just for the sake of busting through these barricades faster. So we're at least going to try this one.
Heading out.
Apart from that, we're going to send Dina's unit over here, I think.
I'll fight their heads clean. I have you covered.
Yep.
Got it.
Very easy victories on that front, it looks like. What else? Unify's unit? If they're strong enough, I'd like them to head up
Just say
north.
the word.
It's kind of iffy.
Going there now.
We're probably going to have to send someone to assist. We can probably send, like, Ramona's unit up there also, right? Yeah, that should work. It doesn't seem like we really are desperate for the extra move speed here.
You see that, Magellan?
Yeah? I'll be there before you know it. Sit back and watch.
It is just funny seeing
Bastards.
how, like, dominant
I'm
this
listening.
specific squad is.
Heading there now. Words.
My arrows never miss.
I want to watch this one, see how it goes. This is still one of the squads we're a little iffy on.
Glory. Remember to rest. I'll do what I can.
Is
I'm surprised he took that much damage. It really makes me feel like he must have very low defense. I should check his stats here. Because like even when guarding, he's taking a bunch. It is kind of what those like big buff berserker guys do though. They have a bunch of health and they just like heal it back when they're hit. Oh gosh, that is horrifying. Hopefully he gets a decent amount of it health back here. Magic defense, not very useful against our squad here.
Like new.
They're doing a bunch of blocking though, which reduces the effectiveness of some of my skills we got here. Why is he prioritizing that over the AoE? Ah, it's because it's a flying unit, that's why. I forgot, we don't use Earthquake when there's flying units because it's a ground-based skill only.
My strength.
I can't fail my sacred mission.
That's rough though. I'm surprised he got hit so easily. Did she use something that granted her true strike? I didn't notice if so. We have a bunch of evasion going on. Would he do better if instead of healing we just like had a shit ton of defense? Because I don't think we have like something super accessible with that. I wanted to check this as well. Only 11 physical defense. No wonder. Oh, we even have the meteorite? Oh, okay. I realize now the meteorite axe doesn't grant any defensive stats apart from HP and guard rate. Like we don't actually get armor and defense. I do think there was an axe that granted those things. So I want to just check here real quick. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Maybe it was a special sword we got. Yeah, it must have been a sword. It wasn't a sword. I have no idea what the hell I'm thinking of then. It was like a different weapon type that granted a bunch of defenses. Anyway, is there something we can give him? We already gave him the Warrior's Medallion though. Oh wait, Warriors. That's the wrong one. We want the one that grants defensive stats, like the Knight's Medallion. Who is this that has this weapon? This item? Is that Gloucester? No, it wasn't Gloucester. What was it? The freaking archer guy? Why does he have this pendant? Huh. Yeah, we're definitely gonna swap that out then. Okay, buddy, instead of the Warrior's Medallion giving you strength, let's give you the Knight's Medallion. It was randomly on our Archer of all things. Then over here we're getting a little bit of physical defense, a little bit of magic defense, and some physical attack. Carnelian Pendant, sure, that's fine. It would be nice if a weapon that granted him like a bunch of defense was around. Because yeah, I didn't realize that is really low defenses. Just like this has like awful magic defenses, even with the Cleric's Medallion. I mean, I guess this is something you have to realize, right?
Everyone okay? Yeah?
And he's mostly a like damage dealing character anyway, so I shouldn't be so,
Easy.
you know, hung up on that. Okay, so it takes like 2 hits, it appears, to get through each barricade.
Let's see. It shouldn't come
has a surprise.
We've managed to clean up here, but we did lose a unit. So let's actually garrison up there. We do have a bunch of Valor points now, so we can start deploying this
They
squad.
will be ours.
I wonder if we're going to have units come up from here and try to attack us. It's just kind of interesting that there's this bridge that you can garrison at. So close nearby.
Here to help.
Nice. Okay, that makes sense. They're a bunch of flying units, so of course an arrow assist would be very helpful, especially with that much crit. It's kind of crazy.
For you.
I've had enough of you.
I'm surprised she attacks that quickly.
A respite.
I didn't think she was like above everyone else in initiative.
My strength wanes.
Yeah, the blind is such a pain.
A misstep.
Set ablaze. Oh, light.
Trying to think if there's anything we could add to this squad that would like help counteract the blinds. It's mostly just a problem for this region though, because these feather bows are such a menace. Just like ours right here, making that miss entirely.
A respite.
On the fact that we have the restore there, granting her enough for another blind, it's crazy. Yep, see you right there. They had so few chances even to attack in. Their front row was blinded for every single action they did, except for this final one here coming up. But you're dead, so you won't get to use that final action point.
Fear not.
Ooh. It's pretty nice damage. Sure, it's against a flying unit, which is, you know, weak to arrows, but all the same.
The winds blow in our foolishness.
Now then,
Okay, and then you're coming up here trying to help.
the path is set.
Words will do us.
You're mine. Let's finish him off.
Do I really even need to watch this? Like, we win. Well, and it's not even close. Like, as long as we got the big AoE arrow strike off, we were pretty obviously winning that. Ooh, Unifeed just got Snow White Strike. Activates after an ally attacks. Follow-up attack a single enemy. Inflicts freeze. Potency increased for frozen targets. What do I want to do with that? Because I don't want this to trigger and prevent us from triggering Wolf Strike, but Wolf Strike specifically is a start of battle effect, so we don't have to worry about that. That'll always trigger first. If we have points, yeah, we're fine with using Snow Strike in every situation, I think. Often these follow-up attacks, I would specify only do this when the opponent is below 25% health, so that we're only using it when it finishes someone off. But the fact that it inflicts freeze, this is going to have like universal appeal. So I think I'll just keep that on, and we'll wait and see if there's any problems where it gets used and we don't like
Let
it.
devotion shine. An astute strategy.
Just say the word. Got it.
Okay, what else do we have going on here?
As you requested.
Actually, has our squad down here ended up healing yet? No, it has not. Oh, goodness. New enemy
Whatever I can.
approaches.
I understand. War is a brutal mistress. My wife in his. My strength grows by leaps and bounds.
I want to see how's our damage here. It's pretty good. That's all right.
How might I aid
We're
you?
gonna head over
As
here
swift as possible.
slightly
Let
to the left
devotion
because there
shine
might be
through.
another enemy hiding in these woods. But we won't want to be in heal assist range.
Got you.
For Bastorius.
It's a close battle, so I kind of want to watch this one.
We've got this.
Okay, Wolf Pack starting out, boosting everyone's attack. An all beast critical rate. It's really such a powerful effect. It's one of the only item start of battle effects that I felt was worth using over character start of battle effects.
Steady.
Good that she prioritized the lowest health person. I wonder if I had that tactic set or not. Oh goodness.
Still going.
I'll help.
Good hit.
Sure, he has a ton of health, but he takes so much damage. It's so scary.
Not going down easy.
Our wolf really gets negated a lot by guard effects. Kind of rough. Oh no. Yeah, they're wiping out. Oh gosh, they almost all
I
perished.
won't make this easy.
So this one was just like barely a win. Here's the big AoE, hits everyone on the field. And we whiffed, that is very unfortunate. But we have Glacial Rain coming in, that's the consistent damage.
Is that
But who
better?
cares if they evaded a ton, we still managed to finish them off. Dude, this guy's like crazy tanky. Wow, that self-healing is crazy.
Hey, we did it!
Yeah, after being so low HP several times throughout that fight,
How might I
very
aid
nice, they managed to heal back up.
An
Okay, we're
astute
sending her
strategy.
over here to pick up an item. They're about done healing, so let's keep watching this.
My arrows never miss.
Easy victory right here.
With all the force of a raging lion.
Ready anytime.
We take claim here,
Oh, no,
and we
no.
garrison up until it heals back our wolf. Do we have any other items or like healing points around the rest of the map here? One more item here, one more item here, one more campfire here. It looks to be everything.
Take cover. Onward.
Let's move out of range of this AoE real quick. Please, we'll give you anything you want. All I ask is that you not harm our citizens. I assure you, sir, we'd never so much as think of it. Very well, priestess. I'll place my faith in those words, and give you this as a symbol of my trust. We got a conveyance crystal, ooh. By the way, you had best keep an eye out if you're planning to cross the valley shallow. Linger too long and that catapult will crush your bones into dust. Yep, we already are trying our best to evade that.
Your call. Smart. Watch it.
They cast Blaze, which will just slowly deal damage in that area. Good for us, it's very, very small amounts of damage. Yeah, they're most of the way healed again, so let's let them finish.
Come then.
Let's see what you got.
Okay, I do want to watch this squad a little bit more. It's our least tested squad now that Amalia's on there. Like we've done several changes
Wanna keep going?
over time that I would like to watch how they play out. Doesn't that horn make them like unguardable? I think that's what it was. Oh, that was more damage than I'd expect from him. Seal their guard. Everyone's trying to hit Travis.
Make manifest your will.
I'm here to help.
Big spin to win coming in. Bonus damage because the foes are debuffed. Oh, so that's wide pursuit. So because our out... Actually, I'm a bit confused. Why did it not trigger earlier? Okay, I just want to check the description of wide pursuit again. Activates after an ally's attack. Active. Follow-up attack or row of enemies. Because it did not follow-up attack Travis's initial attack in. Maybe it's because it was the back line and... Let me see. Does it say this is like ranged? Yeah, this specifically says it's a ranged ability, whereas wide pursuit doesn't have that modifier. So maybe she can only follow up non-ranged attacks or attacks within her. Like, they have to be in the front row. God, I am struggling to speak straight today, man. Like I said, work being so exhausting earlier, I think it really taxed on my cognitive function a bit here. Okay. I'd love to just keep at it and send this unit all the way like deep into enemy lines, but we might want to have them rest. God, this is the case where I really should just like use food to restore their stamina. I think I will. I just don't want to deal with waiting in like this situation for it to regen.
Your villainy ends here.
Try and keep up.
You face me. A fine bout. But time is at hand. To me.
I've struck upon quite the
Ooh, we
find.
got a fancy miracle fruit. How nice. Yeah, I guess we killed the wizard, so either his spell disappeared because of that, or it just ran out over time. Do what you wish with our soldiers, O knight, but I beg you, lay not a finger on the faithful of this humble town. You needn't worry. We would never inflict the atrocity of war on innocent civilians. A claim we've no choice but to trust. Pray, take this if you've need of further persuasion. They're really trying to make me feel like the bad guy, man. They're just begging for mercy time after time here.
Let devotion shine through. I understand. On it.
God, it's just such a shame that this unit is so slow.
Heading out.
Because I want to use them more, but it's, again, I think we just make Travis back to the leader. Because I can't handle a squad that's low. It just makes me so much less interested in using them.
Yeah.
But we're going to withdraw you, and we can start deploying from here, I believe. Yes, we can.
I'll fight their heads clean up. I'm listening. I'll be there
Oh,
before you know
wow.
it.
That's closer than I expected. That combat.
To defend those I care for.
My eternal thanks, O Heavenly Father.
Okay. I would like to send them over to this encampment to heal up,
Quite faint all of a
but I'm
sudden.
concerned there might be enemies in this wood. Do I do it anyway? Probably no need to rush, right?
Understood. Perhaps we should I understand.
No need to
Nothing to
rush.
be
I think
afraid
we're
of.
fine.
Not bad by the star's guidance.
I have
Yeah,
it
this
covered.
is kind of
Getting
a
there now.
brutal
Time is
choke
at
point
hand.
here, though.
The path is set.
Not for Elaine, though. He's he must
take
just
all
steamroll them.
Made it.
I guess what? We recently added guaranteed crit to
Your
his
villainy
attack,
ends here.
and he also, like, this squad has a good amount of initiative going for it. So it makes sense that this is back to, like, possibly our strongest squad. Though I think our squad that has the two elf mages, I think that one has, like, a higher damage cap, maybe. They're both very strong. We have two, like, insanely strong squads. Hard to put one over the other. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. And then Dark Flame. Oh my god, that's a lot of crit damage. Holy, Gloucester's insane. I keep forgetting just how ungodly his damage is.
For the liberation.
Okay. You come on back. Actually, we could do something kind of cheeky. If we fly just barely in here, we can like exchange places with a Valor skill with like distant swap. I think I'll try to do that actually. That sounds like kind of cheeky, kind of fun.
I'll be here if you need me. The time is at hand.
Oh, we can't deploy from this? This isn't like... Okay, yeah, these are just bridge fortification points. They aren't actually deployable.
Onward.
I sense danger.
Ooh,
Got it.
that catapult hates this flying squad.
Come then. A fine bout. The time is at hand. To me.
It's just such a shame that it feels like
For the
we can
liberation. We march.
steamroll with a lane or this squad, and you're like disincentivized to use the other options
Your villainy
available.
ends here.
Though, to be fair, we've been using a lot of different squads through most of the game.
Yeah?
More so than I
Be there before you
expected,
know
so I
it.
really
Let's
shouldn't
take what's ours.
complain about it too much. Any other major points to like deploy from here? Looks like it won't be until we get all the way over here. Maybe I should head back here in garrison.
I've arrived.
I have you covered. Yeah?
We march.
Or maybe that's foolish, because...
To me.
Yeah, I
I'm
needed to
listening.
use the campsite. I'm dumb. I totally forgot what my plan was.
You face me. I must never.
I won't hold you back.
The time is at hand. The path is set.
I have you covered. I'll be there before you know it.
Your villainy ends here.
The fruits of
My legs
diligence
grow
are
heavy.
I
sweet.
think I might
indeed.
actually be in range here to
feeling
Valor Skill Hasten
Quite
Call over
faint
here.
all of a
Yep.
sudden.
So we can make sure they zoom on over.
Watch
Stronger
and
than
learn.
ever.
Yeah? Let's take what's ours.
Just tell me what to do.
Okay, good. Our flying squad is in range. We get a big AoE heal. Everyone's back up.
How might I aid
The next battle they do, it's very likely they're able to like heal themselves back up a little. Or I am totally incorrect. They don't heal themselves up whatsoever in the slightest.
Onward.
It's not safe here.
You face me.
Better start praying.
If we can, we want to use Dina's unit more because they have more
Bastards.
stamina.
Sit back and watch. Pretty good, huh?
You should go over
me.
here, capture that, so we can
Yeah?
quickly deploy other units
Heading there now.
in the area.
move is equally vital. Better start praying.
Got more where that came from?
Most of these fights are pretty one-sided, so
I'm
we're
listening.
just kind of skipping over it. You should start heading down that way.
Come then.
It's absurd how much damage you do against these guys.
Victory grows ever
Because
closer.
they're just like
We march.
kind of beefy but low defense enemies.
Go on.
Their numbers rack up to such insane
It is
numbers.
ours now.
You're not here to hurt us, are you? Wouldn't touch a hair on your head, I promise. Sorry for scaring you, kid. I confess, you don't appear to be our enemy. We'll offer what aid we can. Would you simply agree to leave in peace? I got a healing font. What in the world is that item?
Yeah?
Okay, withdraw.
I'll be here if you need
We
me.
do want to keep someone here because it looks like a flying squad is approaching. So we can keep our slow-moving tanky squad there.
Just say the word.
You can also
Just let me know
withdraw
if you need me.
and be redeployed
Time
right
is at
here.
hand.
No surprise there.
Yeah, Travis and Unify's squads are the ones we're trying to train the most
March.
currently. So Oh,
Let
this squad
devotion
hasn't
shine
moved for a
through.
while.
I
Start heading this
understand.
way. You're really our only flying crew that we trust to deal with this.
Sit back and watch. Everyone okay?
Actually, we do have one
I
more
have it
flying
covered.
crew.
I'll be there before you
It
know
is like pretty
How
bad,
might I aid you? As swift as possible.
but because they fly, we can still use them to pick up items.
Yeah?
O'Queese's unit.
Strike. I stand ready.
Oh gosh. Yeah, they are not good in combat at all. Which I guess you
Nothing to
can
be afraid
tell
of.
by the fact that they managed to aggro
Pretty good,
this
huh?
other angel unit over here because they know they can kill them. Oh, neither of these squads are moving. I totally forgot.
Easy.
The time is at
You
hand.
can pick up an
To
item.
me. Fortune smiles upon us.
Words will do us
Ooh,
little
that
good.
support was not something I expected. The healing support makes it a little bit tougher.
Perhaps we should reconsider.
Go on. Sure.
I've arrived.
A divine blessing. You'll not be
Then
disappointed.
we'll send you back and
I
withdraw.
depart.
I think we're in
want to
range
staunch
to
this
speed up our
bleeding.
allies over here. Oh, so close.
Perhaps
Now we are
should
good.
reconsider.
Yeah, this extra move speed is so powerful.
I appreciate it.
I'm feeling an astute strategy.
I'll make it quick.
Not even
I shall surpass Ludwig yet.
Absolute destruction
Let's take
there,
what's
not
ours.
even taking damage.
Time for payback. No hard feelings. Go on.
It's just crazy how much variance
Won't
there
take
is.
long.
I
Let's
guess
take
it
what's
makes
ours.
sense.
There in a second.
Because
to
like
staunch the
there's a lot of
fire
units
stand.
that counter other types of squads.
really
So,
a
oh
fan.
my
You made
god.
your peace.
I don't feel so good about this.
Speaking of counters, they must have just dealt a ridiculous. I guess the hammer guys do deal a crap ton of damage, so they probably managed to just mow through our front line, and
I'll make it quick.
then we perish from there. We can flip flop here though.
I didn't have a choice.
Switch to the other crew.
Ready anytime. Got it.
Yeah? Time for payback. See ya.
I mean, the fact that it does swing the battle so much, it's a good reason to make you like bring a bunch of squads and actually utilize other ones. Like, even though we have the crazy horse squad, they could be weak to certain anti-horse strats, or like mages or flying. I think flying units were actually what we were struggling with the most with that team. You've done admirably indeed to weather our assault. Yet this is as far as your tenacity shall take you. Prepare to face me.
Onward. Now then.
I suppose we shall.
You're mine.
Wow. We just deal so much damage here. I guess Unifi, as long as she's staying alive here, she fires off 2 massive arrow AoEs, and that just shreds through these like flying squads.
You arrive before Nigel, holy defender of the Palavian Orthodoxy.
Nigel, such a sinister name. We shall conquer
While
you.
the breath of life still flows through me, you'll not cross this point.
He really doesn't sound like that bad a guy, though.
It's him. I'm certain of it.
Oh?
Turn back, girl, or you shall suffer the sacred sting of my blade.
You were so vague. What does him mean? Oh, what? I did not expect that. An insta-kill on our front line just from a ranged assist? What the hell? How do we end up sweeping this? There's no way I misread the results, right? And like we get swept, not them. Ooh, that's a pretty quick burn.
I'll help.
Oh, we healed the back line, not the front. Okay.
Time has
I guess they were lower health from the assist coming in. Makes sense. Spin to win, I believe. Ooh, that's a good amount of crit. And there you see it. The arrow rain putting in a ton of work. Oh! Some brutally high amount of damage. These two are enduring though, I think because the healers in the back, they granted like an endure effect that lets them live at 1 HP. Ooh, nice.
An utter disgrace to be humbled so.
Really big critical damage hits from our team here. And once again, like leaning into that attack up crit buff, it's so strong.
I'm stronger than
A lot of extra experience. Ooh, Scarlet just got Divine Blessing. Start of battle grants all allies HP regen and 10% defense. Well, unfortunately here, we already have one start of battle effect, so we aren't really interested in overlapping this one, because this whole team is built around that, like, beast buff from the other start of battle, so we're not gonna end up using this. I believe her initiative is a bit low, so we don't even have to disable the skill.
Who should I beat next?
It'll be automatically canceled out. Amethyst Pendant. AP +1, passive point +1. That is crazy. They're really giving us a lot more freedom with our action and passive point bonus items here towards the end. I'm kind of surprised they decided to do it all through accessories, though.
So, you're the one commanding these rebels.
Indeed I am.
Come forth and claim my head, if you dare. I assure you, it won't be an easy task.
Seemed like kind of a cool dude, though. I don't really want to do that.
That's enough, Nigel. Lay down your arms.
Okay, it seems like she knows him. He probably is from the Orthodoxy and just got kind of like convinced or ordered by the Pontifex into serving Zenoira here.
You know him, Scarlet?
What did you call her?
Are they siblings?
This is the man who delivered me to Palavia as a child.
Oh, nope. Maybe not.
Him and a trusted few servants, that is.
Then it's truly you. But what are you doing consorting with insurgents?
Hey, we're cool insurgents, okay? Down with the government. It's pretty cringe.
Do you remember the words my father left me with all those years ago?
I relayed the message myself, yes. It was regarding your sacred mission, to serve as guide and guardian for the savior who would one day greet Palavia's shores.
Savior? What is he talking about?
Wait. You mean to say the man before me?
Is the same one that my father foresaw. Yes, but it's not out of duty to my lineage that I fight for the liberation. I've joined his cause of my own free will, and I'll do anything in my power to help him see it through.
Then you would see our savior turn his blade on the very orthodoxy you claim to represent.
I mean, the Orthodoxy is under the rule of Zenoira, though. And they're not very cool guys.
I have no quarrel with the Church or its teachings. Yet despite their claims of neutrality, 'tis devout feet filling Zenoiran boots.
Indeed. As ordained by the divine words of His Holiness Pontifex Orant.
Galerius told us the Pontifex is dead.
Blasphemy! I'll not suffer this impious slander.
I mean, you haven't seen him for quite a bit, just saying.
Answer me this instead. Why is the Church's army after Scarlet?
They're... what?
Surely one of the Orthodoxy's own knights should know what holy orders are being pursued. Or what machinations are underway inside the Basilica's walls. Another moment here and you'll be surrounded by your alleged allies. Go. Learn the truth for yourself.
I'll brook no further impediments, Father. I must see His Holiness at once. And I refuse to leave these halls until I'm granted the audience I seek.
If you've come to inform him of your defeat, worry not. I have already made it known. His Holiness is most disappointed in you.
Then allow me to prostrate myself before him and plead for forgiveness.
You forget your station, Sir Nigel. The failure you've brought our sacred name earns you discipline, not clemency.
Okay, maybe this isn't a guy we recruit because he seems kind of sinister and like the shadow government here.
Then answer me this at least. Is it true that our knights are in pursuit of his daughter?
A libelous rumor, and little more. As you well know, Lady Scarlet was granted hermitage as a young girl, in service of her divine calling. Seeking her out is strictly forbidden, as is even speaking her name.
It was, perhaps.
Oh.
Halt, Sir Nigel. None may intrude upon the pontifical chambers.
Force your way through, you got this.
If you've a matter for church hierarchy, you may see it brought before Father Senatio.
A word first. As the guards at his very door, you must surely have beheld His Holiness of late. How is he?
Well,
As I expected.
Let's go!
A wicked aura lingers in the air. And on this day, I shall discover why.
I don't know, I feel like they may be controlling his corpse or something sinister. Necromancy.
What foul stench! 'Tis the putrid scent of death himself!
A visitor, huh? I see my guards have proven even more worthless than I anticipated.
It's Baltro back at it again. The true villain of this story.
Away from His Holiness, devil! No. Such sacrilege defies the natural order of our very world. Baltro, sorcerer of Zenoira, it was you who murdered him.
Oh, believe what you wish. Though, if the Pontifex were pronounced dead, the man who beset his chambers in a fit of rage would surely be the first and only suspect.
I've heard rumors about you. A foul necromancer who treats corpses as though they were mere playthings, just as you've done to His Holiness.
And how will you explain that, hmm? Your dear leader, as cold and lifeless as the very statues you pious fools see fit to worship. You'll be hanged as a heretic for even suggesting it.
Any soul with reason will see you as the true heretic here.
How unfortunate it is to find you here, despite all my warnings to the contrary.
Father Senatio, you knew of this?
Shocking revelation! Who could have possibly foreseen this?
There is nothing to know. His Holiness yet lives, and any claims to the contrary are surely the result of a lamentable bout of madness. The humiliation of defeat is harsh indeed, Sir Nigel. Perhaps harsh enough to drive a vile heretic to murder.
Is there no one else of power and reason within this location? These are the only two, like, leaders we have left in the Holy Empire. No one else you could beseech. Okay, we got a spell steel spear. Okay, like, standard sort of weapon there. I don't know what awaits us at Bisphane Basilica, but I'm ready to find out. Let's go, Elaine. Okay, well first, before that, we're gonna zoom back on over here. Make sure we've talked to everyone. Wow, this was a pretty big area we just released. Okay. Do we want to... No, we don't have enough honor for anything anyway. My eternal gratitude, O Cornian Prince. Pray, deliver Albion from our endless plight. We've got plenty of mercenaries looking for work now that Zenoira's been run out of town. Try hiring some of them, yeah? They look kind of expensive. I don't think we'll do that. Might sound strange coming from a merc, but I wish all this fighting would just stop already. These people don't deserve it. I'm aware they were working with Zenoira, but it feels wrong to see the Church's army driven from these lands. Everyone from the Church is totally gone. The angels, the priests, all of them. Me and my mom went to the big cathedral last year so we could listen to the pontifex. He even waved at us, but he was really far away. We didn't get to talk to him or anything. As per Lady Scarlet's counsel, we shall continue to devote ourselves to the Orthodoxy's teachings. Though we may have lost the Church's direct support, it feels as though my very faith has been renewed. The liberation now governs this region, just as you commanded, sir. With some help from the local clergy, of course. Okay, do we have enough to deliver to all the places in the region? Hopefully. Our home has suffered greatly, yet your generosity is a shining light amidst a sea of dark. Thank you. 'Tis some relief that the bridge spanning the river here remains intact. It is our greatest pride.
Do let me know if you require assistance.
Okay, they've got the piercing strongbow. Armor Shatterer inflicts physical defense minus 50% and deals 150 potency, so a pretty good like debuffing weapon. It'd be good if we were like facing a major boss or something that was like a single target. Otherwise though, probably not going to use it. Gleaming Mace, attack a single enemy, remove all of the target's buffs. Potentially useful, but yeah, I don't think we're going to really be using this. I believe we already have this skill on one of the only characters we care to put that on. Now this is kind of interesting. Plus passive point shield, we're going to pick both of them up.
Bless you. May the Father bless you.
And it's minus 20% crit, which we definitely don't want to put them on offensive units, but defensive ones, we don't care if they crit at all. So this is like really, really solid. Really solid items. I guess I'll pick that up for now as well. Gleaming Mace, I don't care so much though. And we almost forgot, we need to station a guard. Ooh, looks like we don't really have many on hand. We might have to go back and recruit a bunch more just to... Yeah, we are going to have to. That is so frustrating. We have to recruit so many just random units to fill these up. Papa, where did all the angels go? Despite our undying devotion, the messengers of the Orthodoxy have forsaken us. I mean, there's still angels chilling around. What are you on about? It would seem violence is sadly a constant in our world. This stands true for humans, elves, bestials, and even angels. Yet, if life on this earth wishes to exist in harmony, we must search for another path forward. As I've approached adulthood, I've had fewer and fewer opportunities for personal growth. But seeing how bravely the rebels fought in the face of certain defeat does have me rethinking a few things. Okay, we do indeed have enough to rebuild this as well. I hear you're the ones who brought these supplies for our town. Thanks to you, we've finally returned to relative normalcy.
Do let me know if you require assistance.
Salamander Great Bow, it just inflicts burn. We really don't care about that. Panoplied Great Shield, heavy cover, guard efficiency. This one, okay, covers an ally with a heavy guard. That could be a great skill to give someone. In fact, I do want to check. You, do you have a Great Shield? You do indeed. But I do really like the fact that he casts Bulwark. The reason we don't like Sacrifice is he just ends up jumping in front of an ally, but not defending himself at all. So if we could cover an ally with a heavy guard, I think that was even like a 1 skill point item. Yeah, that's 1 skill point for heavy cover. That is such a good effect to have. I'm kind of tempted. But again, I think the Bulwarks may be better because our front line here is very focused on dodging because they're all flying units. So if we just jump in front of them with heavy guard, we're like losing the chance of us being able to dodge. So I think it's better to just cast this Bulwark. It'll prevent a hit if the dodge ends up failing. So yeah, I think we're good here. I think we're just gonna stick with what we have. My husband. What? My husband, one of the shops here in town. Okay, it must be missing a word here. I assume it's, my husband runs one of the shops here in town, and he's at last been graced by new inventory. Do stop by and examine his wares if you've ever the inclination.
Do let me know if you require assistance.
Yeah, that's a really good shield. Sadly, I just don't think there's a character I want to give it to.
Look around as much as you please. May the father.
Yeah, we've already stationed a guard. Anyone else with a great shield that we'd really like to be able to guard teammates? Because this is like one that could, right? Instead of having her have all this, she could instead guard allies with a heavy block. So again, we once again have like a dodge unit up front, which doesn't synergize well with guarding. So if I was to like change this squad to have Albion, then maybe that would work. But I really don't want to remove Travis. God, it's such a shame. It's like I want one more squad that I really like. Because then I would have like all the units I'm interested in using. Like I could switch this one out, but I like her on that squad. Otherwise we'd have like 2 dodge units. That's maybe a bit much. Does she really do much though? Or maybe it's not worth having Liza on the team here. I like the idea of this like tanky bow unit though. Like we've invested a good amount into her. Like she could swap out with Hodrick. We could like kick Hodrick out and have her in the front line over here. I still don't think this is going to be a squad I'm going to use much though. Like her mobility is low too. So it's not like she would be a good leader for this squad. whatever, we're sticking with what we have now. Okay, let's head over across the long bridge. Yeah, because I think we've covered everything in this area. Don't appear to be any hidden divine shards. All you have to do is believe in the unicorn, and it'll always be there when you need it most. The citizenry appears quite calm, Your Highness. I've seen no indications of unrest or ire. Some say our winged race is descended from the very heavens above. I can't claim to have ever felt all that special, personally. My support has lain with the rebels since the day I first heard of their march. I swear it. We should have returned to our old faith the moment the Orthodoxy surrendered to Zenobra. Better to start fresh than drag out this grisly charade, I would say. Okay, we've got another graveyard here. Is this the last one in the area, or is this like the third one? I think there might be another. Okay, yep, there's more. A little tower down here to explore, see what's up top. Hopefully a weapon of some sort, or accessory. Hey, I found something. Guess luck was on my side today. We got the Nameless Guard Spear. Interesting. It has Eagle Eye, which makes your next attack True Strike. It has blindness, immunity, and accuracy. So this is really focused around making sure you hit the opponent. I could see the potential use for that. I don't think I'll equip it to anyone currently. But like there's definitely potential if you were struggling with a fight that relied a lot on blindness. Oh no, we need goat's milk again. Where are the goats? Okay, I believe there were some... I think there were some like right around here. Like right below Sherrywell Town, yep. Hand over the goat biscuits and we will acquire milk. And while we're running around the map, we need to head back over to the mainland, pick up a couple more units. From what I recall, we're fine with buying pretty much anyone that is only 5 cost.
Just don't expect too much.
They're mine now.
Okay, we've got 2 more units. So let's head back on over. Right here. We have the goat milk and we have someone to assist with guarding. Ah, the Father's blessing is splendid indeed. You have my thanks for imparting it upon us. You are most welcome, good sir. Yeah, let's... Audrey here. Armor, do we have
if you require assistance?
anything nice? Luminous shield, it has poison and blindness immunity, which is okay. It's a nice thing. Giant great axe, heavy smash. Attacks a row of enemies, inflicting stun. I wish so much that this was a sword, because that's exactly the effect I've been looking for to give Amalia. I keep forgetting her name. Amalia. We were really wanting a sword that has like an AoE effect. But I don't think we care that much about giving anyone with an axe this skill. Most of them already have something similar. Wingcrest Blade, passive points crit down, passive point crit down. These could all be very useful, but they're kind of a case-by-case basis. I don't need to pick any
I'll
of
do
them
what
up
I can.
currently. I think most of our units like have otherwise useful ones anyway, especially like supports and tanks like those crit down abilities, I think. But most of our supports that have like staves, they have an active ability as part of their staff that we really care about, like protection here or double heal here. So I don't actually think we have any units right at the moment that really want that. Like it would have to be a tank, and I think our tanks already have weapons they like. Thank you again for gracing us with your kindness. If there's anything you need, merely say the word. Yes, sir. Albion was once ruled by a king, or so they say. It's even claimed that our final king was besieged at this very fort, ages past. I may not fight for the orthodoxy, yet I was utterly convinced the resistance would seek to cut me down. Though, strangely enough, they never did. It was a welcome surprise, I suppose. They must have like a really strong like information state here. Like they must have been saying we were, you know, evil, ruthless conquerors. I guess it would make sense. They are controlling like the top of the government here, or the church, which controls a bunch of these people's lives. So it sort of makes sense they would have like a Big Brother-esque information controls scenario going on. I don't put much stock in stuff like religion. World's cruel enough as it is without divine punishment, you know? All this killing's proof enough of that. Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be high-cost units. Like, we should know that by now. They're all promoted units. Powerful units. The road to the capital lies just north of here, Your Highness. It's a long and treacherous path, but persevere. Persevere and you'll find Bisphane Basilica waiting at its end. Yeah, it looks to be right over here. I don't really want to do that right now, so we'll take the other paths. Oh my gosh, so many goats! You're the goat! That's pretty funny, actually, that the tablet here, the carving is of a goat. I mean, I should do this because, like, we need... What? I don't have any more goat biscuits. Well, that's a shame. Can't believe I've done this. Quest log. Let's see. Carved of Albion stone. It reads as follows. Heed their legs from fewest to most. Visit the carvings in order to claim their treasure. Okay, well, goats have 4. Let's see, I already got... Oh my gosh, there's an octopus one. Hippocampus. Serpent. I think I did serpent, hippocampus. So, goat would make sense next. The goat, It should go without saying this one has 4 limbs. Looks like we're on the right track. Did I never trigger the octopus one down here? So this should be the final. What's this over here? Ooh, Anomoi. We might be able to get another powerful weapon. But yep, this should be the last carving. So I think this will be another stat boost weapon. The octopus, It bears 8 legs, just as you might expect. And just as expected, here's the treasure that slumbered within. I'm sure we can find a good use for it. Ah, this certainly does bring back memories. Thankfully, you're never too old to enjoy a good puzzle. Carved of Albion stone, we got the King's Staff, Albiore. Now that's actually kind of hard to decide who to give it to. Because as I said, most of our staff units, they have their staff for the special ability that comes with it. Okay, no, this would be the case. We probably want it. Yana, because she's using her staff for offensive means. So yeah, this is just a straight upgrade over that other option. Auk would be another one. Yeah, I kind of forgot we had 2 units with offensive spells that utilize stabs. So, yeah, Auks, I mean, we don't use them like at all. So we're giving this to Yana quite clearly. I'm happy about that. She could have used a buff for a while now, I feel like. And more initiatives should be very useful for her as well. Oh, when did I get another ruby pendant? Because, yeah, let's switch her over to a ruby pendant. And as we recall, we did pick up a different pendant that gives 1 action point, 1 passive point. So I should decide who we're going to give that to. I mean, this would make sense, right, Berengaria? Actually, would it be down here? Yep, right here. Amethyst pendant. 1 action point, 1 passive point. Oh yeah, the shield already had a passive point attached to it. So that's so good. She's just at max now. Anything else? I don't think we have other items we cared that much about. I mean, we can just check here real quick. The Radiant Heal seems neat, but the fact that it's charged, like, that's going to be hard to pull off. I feel like you'd need someone to, like, advance their turn order. Increase Great Shield. Passive points. That is the one I'm like... I feel like there has to be someone that would probably be interested. I also want to check here, Fevrite. We only have 2 Fevrite. So we can't upgrade anything with that. We are able to get another meteorite weapon if we so desired, but I think we're out of characters that needed meteorite. Yeah, I think we got all the meteorite weapons we really cared about. Oh, this was the one I was thinking earlier, is an Iron Knight sword. It's a sword specifically, so this guy cannot use it. We might pick up something else similar that's an axe later, and if so, I'd love to boost this guy's base defensive stats. Okay, what now? You've already gone to all the villages. We just finished that quest line, so now we can head off here to the west. Before I knew it, this whole mining gig wasn't about the ore or the money anymore. Nope, swinging this pick is all I've got to live for. That's a little bit saddening. Have a hobby, dude. Like, you get so much more satisfaction from life when you have a hobby. And you aren't living like just to work day in and day out. We can do some digging for you. If you've got coin to spare, what do you say? Not right at the moment, sorry. If the Noira just paid better, I wouldn't mind looking the other way to all their nasty business. Problem is, they're tight-fisted as hell on top of all the cruelty. I mean, if you say so, bud, I'd probably be pretty pissed at them either way, no matter how much they pay. You've got the look of a guy who's been all over the place. Well, I've done the same, and I promise, there's good ore to be found in these here parts. You think those angel folks know what it's like for us stuck down here on the ground? Probably not, huh? The orthodoxy? Only God I believe in is a heavy purse of gold. Okay, we get to pass right on through there. That's nice. Yep, just looks like another area of the Anomoi. Oh. A guard. They seem to be protecting the armament from trespassers. Yep, it's the same dialogue as you've shown every time here. I have quite a few squads that can win this one. Yeah, let's use this group. We haven't used them much for the challenge fights at all.
Let's have some fun.
You're certain to hit.
Yeah, that's really nice that he's able to guard the back line. Blind the back line, I mean.
Never flinch.
The fact that it's ranged is a pretty big deal.
My magic is yours.
Magic conferral, guaranteed hit, spin to win. Okay, and there's the wide pursuit.
Now free.
That's a lot of damage for a follow-up attack.
That'll do for now.
Excellently done, Elaine. Only pray you put this reward to good use. We got Uros's staff, +1 action point, plus initiative, plus evasion. Thus, we have staked our claim at every last monument to the Anemoi. You've done well, Elaine. As have you. I could never have done this without your steady guidance. I only hope these armaments prove as useful as they seem in a battle against Galerius. Okay, so we finished them all. We just get a little bit of extra leveling and like funds at the end for doing all of them. Accidental screenshot. But yeah, so we finished every single Anemoi ruin. So we've got a bunch of those weapons available. We've traversed 96% of the map, which is kind of wild. That's a hell of a lot. Trying to think if there's anything else we've like missed throughout the world. We've done a hell of a lot here. Yeah, we're like running out of stuff to challenge. I could have sworn there was something I wanted to go back and do. It's not this, but we'll do it anyway. We've probably got enough stone now to rebuild this, if I had to guess. Yep, just from the passive build-up in the area, we managed to get enough stone to rebuild this totally pointless bridge. I guess it gives us the Dew of Illusion, though, for some stat buffs. Okay, well, let's continue on here. To continue the story for this region. Yeah, I guess we only have like one more graveyard somewhere around here. Yeah, it has to be up here. And then like, we've basically finished every single like side mission that spans across multiple regions. Crazy. We've procrastinated so much, we're running out of options to procrastinate. The Basilica's not much farther now, Elaine. Oh goodness, that thing is big. We should stop for a moment and make certain we're prepared before we head onward.
Our scouts have confirmed my trepidation. Reclaiming the Basilica will be a challenge unlike any we've faced yet.
Indeed. 'Tis between a mountain rise too treacherous for even our most skilled aerial knights, or a narrow road quite easily ambushed.
Truly a natural fortress, in every sense of the phrase.
Your Majesty.
Hey, Chloe.
What is it, Chloe? It's not like you to be so panicked.
Well, it's just... a knight of the Orthodoxy has shown up at our camp, sir. Alone.
Oh, did he really... Is this the guy I think it is? Did he manage to break out? Like, even though he was at the very, like, middle of everything and, like, they blamed murder on him? Neil? Was that his name? Yep, he's here. Wow, how'd he break out of
I had a
that?
feeling it would be you, Nigel.
Nigel, duh. I screwed up the name. Sorry, buddy.
The state of our orthodoxy was just as you said. Zenoira has fashioned us into mere pawns in their fiendish chess game.
And Pontifex Errant?
'Twas all artifice. His holiness has long since passed, yet now stands animated in death by the most abhorrent of necromancers.
Yep, as I thought.
No.
Poor Scarlet, no.
I'm so sorry, Scarlet. Then Baltro has sunk his talons into the sacred flesh of the church itself.
What do you intend to do now?
Make Zenoira suffer for their foul defilement of our most holy patriarch.
Preach.
Could you not have made public with the truth first? The clergy would surely take notice to such godlessness. Yet here you stand, a solitary knight.
Plus, like, yeah, if you do that and you say he's dead and revived as a necromancer, like, there's proof right there. I don't know. I guess they were saying they just blame it on him that he was a murderer.
I come
Yada
to you
yada.
an escaped heretic, so marked for the crime of claiming the Pontifex deceased.
Really? They went with that?
It would seem Father Senatio and the church hierarchy beneath him all sing from Zenoira's hymnal.
I know that name. But I'm not sure a pious angel like him could be capable of such a thing.
Was he brainwashed?
Sir Nigel, does your presence here mean you seek to join our cause?
If not, it just seems kind of weird that they stopped using their, like, incredibly powerful brainwashing. They used it on so many people in that first region. And then the rest of the area, it's like, we don't need it. Also, like, why would they give Nigel, like, this specific armor has been established as, like, incredibly powerful Zenoiran artifacts. So they give it to this guy that they're like, they don't really have a tight control over. They gave it to Ren, Berengaria, who stole it and ran away. Like, I'm not... It's kind of weird. They're giving it to people that can then kind of just turn on them.
Do not mistake my aims.
Oh?
His Holiness has ventured forth into the great beyond, and Lady Scarlet is the rightful successor to his radiant office. My only wish is to see her granted that role in earnest, and the orthodoxy restored to its proper standing.
Then join us, you fool.
Then we're in alignment. We would welcome your presence among our ranks, even if only until we reach the Basilica.
If he does join us, I think we do start another strong squad that we have to figure out. When the time has come to besiege the Basilica, I and my men shall readily accompany you. In the name of Lady Scarlet, and the lost sanctity of our holy orthodoxy. This is it, then. Albion's future rests with us. It is unfortunate that, you know, her father was, rest in peace. No, I can't even grab that. Here's this guy. If we can just manage to take the Basilica, just about all of Albion will be under our control. Though, the church is backed by the might of Zenoira, and the terrain's not the easiest to traverse either. But that's nothing the Liberation can't handle. We'll win this, Your Highness. I'm sure of it. So weird that they would put a random mercenary here, though. I was born in Albion and raised as a part of the church, but I'd rather pray to the Unicorn directly than support organized religion. Though this is the perfect chance to rebuild Orthodoxy from the ground up, assuming we can drive off Zenoira. Okay, let us begin this fight. We shall avenge Scarlet's father, who now lay... Well, I guess he doesn't lay deceased. He shambles about deceased.
Your Holiness, how long has it been since you returned to us in this dreadful state? Months have come and months have gone, yet worry still plagues my soul. Utter fear that the faithful might learn of your passing.
Hardly a surprise.
Let's say, why are you concerned about that? Just let them know he's passed and choose a new person to lead. Like, come on.
Lacking an heir to inherit the pontifical robes, your orthodoxy stands on the precipice of extinction.
I mean, wouldn't you just choose someone else? I guess, whatever. Like, monarchies are weird things. Like, there's often incredible political strife if, you know, the ruling line totally dies out. Because then, yeah, who really has a claim to the throne, whatever, yada yada.
How proceeds the search for Lady Scarlet?
I have my legion scouring Fevrith for her as we speak. We will find her, whether that be alive or dead.
I pray it is the former. All of these tribulations shall be redeemed with the birth of a new pontifex. Yet my heart will ever be stained by the illusion I've cast over our people, and the wretched necromancy I employ in so doing. All the same, should the truth of this subterfuge be made known, it would spell the end of our orthodoxy as we recognize it.
I mean, again, you could have just let them know he died, and you can step up in the interim. I'm sure they would have been fine with that while you search for Lady Scarlet. Instead of employing this
is extinguish
maniac.
any man unfortunate enough to learn of the matter.
Vile demon.
Oh, come now. Is it not your sacred task to preserve the legacy of this faith you so revere?
It is. And I shall see it through, even if I must suffer eternal damnation as a result.
Speaking of damnation, the man you recently branded a heretic has made some fascinating friends. He and the rebel army march for your gates at this very moment.
Are you surprised?
Then Nigel has succumbed to his madness.
Dude, you're the... Ah! You're the one using necromancy!
A pity. It seems the only recourse will be to strike him down.
I mean, this angel guy, he does not seem mind controlled. He's just an idiot, insane, has like no morals. What torrential downpour! Yet it shall not hinder our march, your highness. On that matter, perhaps Sir Nigel would be willing to share his knowledge of the region before we depart. But of course, as you already know, our aim in this battle is the capture of Bisphane Basilica. Though unfortunately, the path is barred by a sturdy gate. Overcoming its defenses shall prove quite difficult indeed. Damn, that's a lot of locations. Not only that, but the sole route to the capital lies on a single narrow road. With little room to retreat, exhaustion will surely prove our greatest enemy. Also, I've also readied a battering ram to aid us in breaching the gate. Now come, the Basilica awaits. Yeah, we're gonna have to run that battering ram so damn far. Heed my summons, guardians of the Orthodoxy. I stand your commander in place of His Holiness, who remains afflicted by debilitating disease. As you know, the heretic Nigel and the rebel army conspire to violate the sanctity of this sacred ground, a threat which shall test our faith and fortitude in equal measure. Yet, neither shall waver neath the unicorns, and death is merely the dawn of eternal salvation in heaven above. Today, my devout brethren, we claim victory in the name of our proud orthodoxy. Okay, we are going through the rain. How funny would it be if we just... Are we able to send our flying unit through these mountains? I think they said it was like impassable by flying squads, but still, it tempts me. It tempts me so much to just test it.
No surprise there.
You've need of my wisdom? I'll bite their heads clean off.
Okay, we'll start with this group. We're starting out with a hastened call. Honestly, because this guy is solo, I think we'll have him pilot the battering ram. Because we don't really care about like leveling him up. Okay, we've got Nigel. Actually another Dark Marquess. So it is the same class as Ren. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They have the same armor. But I think we've faced other people in dark armor and they usually had different skill sets. Like, you know, the Yana's master, that sorceress, and the rat guy. I think they both had different skill sets. Whereas this time, Dark Marquess, they reused the class. Oh, is this? Okay, no, Deathman's the same. Inferno might be different, though. Okay, weird. So it's partially the same. Like, even though the class is called the same, and they both have Death Spin, the other abilities are different. We have a single target burn affliction. We have a row target ignore defense burn affliction. That one seems really cool. That would actually be really useful. If we are able to recruit him, that would be quite nice. Advanced cover activates before an ally is attacked. Cover them with a medium guard. Grant the user 1 action point. Is that saying that he gets an action point or the person he's covering for gets the action point? Either way, crazy good. That's awesome. Phantom counter. After an enemy attacks with an active skill, counterattack inflicts burn and removes all of their buffs. That is an excellent countering skill. He's also level 40, so actually this squad is probably strong for once. Maybe the first NPC squad we've ever had on our team that is actually powerful. And then we have an end of battle inflicts a death blow if the target has 50% HP or less. I've in general not been that impressed by these end of battle activating effects, because I prefer we just kill them early on. But death blow if they're 50% or less HP on a 100 physical move, that seems really impressive. You can see like some of these squads, he at least goes even with most of the ones around, and they can defeat a decent amount. So yeah, I think it's the first like random squad we've gotten that's pretty passable. Maybe it would be even better if we tried to adjust their tactics, if that is like allowed. I don't know if it is.
Heading there now. Let devotion shine through as swift as possible.
Go on.
I am yours to command, so be it.
Okay. But yeah, we're still, as I said,
I have arrived.
We're gonna have him just pilot the battering ram slowly. Where are we trying to go? All the way over here?
Departing at once.
I think this is slow enough that we can just have him move the whole way.
Start praying.
I'll make it quick.
Allow me to aid you. For Bastorius.
Okay. Oh yeah, true. Their entire front line had True Strike. So it made sense that whichever team we had there, their like their dodge tank was gonna get kind of cooked. Whoa, that's a huge difference there.
Bastards. Better start praying.
I'll make it quick.
Like, I'm gonna use Travis's squad if I can.
To defend those I care for. I expect
What?
you knew this would happen.
Why do we have 8 stamina points? What happened? Where did this buff for extra stamina points come from? Huh. Is it just because it's such a big map? Why would it be just this one of all things? That is so
Their
strange.
tyranny ends here.
Striking Ray. It's just AoE damage. Okay. A distant heal. Like that. That could be nice.
Yeah? Sure.
Yeah, I really did not expect us to have all this stamina, though. That'll really help.
Time for payback. No hard feelings. They made it too easy.
Whatever I can.
I do kind of want to see, are we able to go over top? No, they block you. I'm not that surprised. Yeah, we just want them to kind of go over here, constantly take out the support units. Though, I should deploy a lane squad.
The day will be ours.
Deploy Unify's unit.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah?
Do we have any other good squads to deploy? I don't think so. Yeah, the rest are just kind of filler.
How might I
So I would really like to use hasten call on everyone. And to do so, we were going to have to move back a little.
I understand. Let devotion shine through.
Okay, everyone gets hasten call.
Excellent.
Did it like remove it from them? That would be so weird if so.
Going there now. Whatever I can. As swift as possible.
Okay, I think it just like bugged out the visual effect. Cease this speak. Oh my gosh. Cease this at once, rebel heathens, or suffer the wrath of an angel. Reinforcements, and it would seem they'll not be easily swayed. Hold on, Elaine. Those knights belong to my former order. My word may be enough for them to grant us passage. Are you sure? They wouldn't have come if they weren't resolved to fight you. All the same, I'll not stand and watch as my soldiers are slaughtered. Allow me to speak to them, if only just for a moment.
For the Knights of the Sacred Heart.
Well, yeah, I guess we've got to have him depart. Talk to these?
For the Knights of the Sacred Heart.
That doesn't look like it's going to let me talk to them, just saying. There's no stage conversations. What is this on about? Anyway, we can deploy Renault's unit just to take over this.
By your royal word, I have reached my destination.
Wait, what happened? Oh, it's because they got here.
Until my dying breath.
Entering the battering ram like pauses the combat, which is kind of weird. Most similar actions similar to that do not pause
Your
anything.
villainy ends here. A fine bout. The time is at hand. To me.
We must be rid of this place.
Splendid. Good.
Nothing to be afraid.
I'll make it quick.
Not even I shall.
A little closer to my former strength.
Hope you've made your peace.
I didn't have
Oh yeah, I guess Travis is the one that has
there in a second. Go on.
he's the one that has the healing effect.
Sure.
So our squad's not going to heal at all while it's set up this way. You can come back here, I guess.
Understand.
Made it.
Yeah? Sit back and watch.
Nice, easy victory.
I'm pleased. Impressive, aren't I?
I'm listening. I'll be there before you know it.
I think we're just mostly able to brute force this, by the way. Please, Sir Nigel, whatever quarrel you have with the church, our citizens are not a part of it. I much agree. Serve as their shield, and ensure this accursed war never reaches their doorstep. Thank you, sir. I'm not certain what plan you've set in motion, but but I have every faith you shall see it through. I mean, yeah, he seemed like a good, reasonable guy, right? Okay, we're in range to talk. I scarcely believe the tales of your treachery, Sir Nigel. Yet, now I see they spoken true. Believe what you will. I've neither the time nor words to refute such claims. Yet know this, His Holiness is not, in fact, beset by illness, but has long since ascended to the realm of the Father. But that can't be. It sadly can. A fact upheld by his only daughter walking amongst our ranks. As for you, all I ask is that our path remain unimpeded. And should any of my assertions be proven untrue, I shall willfully accept any punishment you deem fit. In truth, Sir Nigel, our entire order was imprisoned the moment we first heard of your betrayal. 'Twas a cruel captivity, and our eyes and ears suffered greatly for it. Amidst this rain, I can seldom see who stands before me. I am humbled by your loyalty. Thank you, my knights. So are they saying that, they are using it as an excuse, like, hey, we could not see that our foes were there, so we just kind of missed them, and that's their excuse for letting us pass? That seems to have gone better than expected. Indeed it has. You have my gratitude, Elaine. Come, let us press onwards. Okay, nice. They have now left. We can send our flying unit back over here.
As swift as possible.
Everyone else we can send on their jolly way. Honestly, yeah, let's just target all the way to the end. You?
Their tyranny ends here.
I don't know, man. I don't know what we want you to do. You're just gonna follow behind, I guess.
What shall I do next?
We march. Onward.
I'm gonna take this out real quick.
You face me. Victory grows ever closer.
Oh, we really can just have Elaine do everything, can't we? It's frustrating. It's like, it's just easier. He has full health. It's a very robust team that doesn't take damage easily. It moves 3 times faster than everyone else.
Your villainy ends here. A fine bout.
Yeah, some of the very few balance changes I would have made to this game if I was in charge of, you know, everything.
Words will do us little good.
May this holy
I would have added maybe
serve you well.
5 more slots for tactics. As you're getting close to the end game, it's getting hard to fit all the tactics we want to have. So I would have done that. I would have added more rules for targeting allies. Because it's been kind of frustrating not being able to, like, prioritize. We stopped using Chloe because we could not get her critical strike thing to reliably target one unit. Unless we, like, really screwed with the positioning of the entire team a lot in order to get it to work. So, like, that specifically, that I would have really liked that to have been different. Mobility as well, I would have made the gap in mobility a bit less, because it's really motivating me to not use some of these slower squads. Especially levels like this, where we just have to go, like, such a far way. And then one other thing I would change, I think there was one other, oh yeah. I may have just gotten rid of stamina altogether, where I would have made rests faster, or I would have made rests not stop you from counterattacking. But, like, you could be forced to attack second or something, but to stop you from counterattacking entirely, it's really frustrating to deal with. And it just makes you want to rely on, like, stamina restoring items and skills, which is a bit weird. It seems like a huge, like, core mechanic that is mostly just frustrating to deal with. I think those are, like, all my complaints with Unicorn Overlord. Otherwise, I really like the combat. I really like the minutiae you can change on, like, your team comps and strategies. And the art I like, the characters I like, stories kind of mid, but more of my soldiers. Leave this matter to me, Elaine. Dude, we're really gonna do this? Like, we have to keep him marching with us up front just so he can tell people, hey, these guys are with me. Please don't murder them.
You face me. Victory grows ever closer. The time is at hand. The path is set. Your villainy ends here. Well fought.
Yeah, I guess we just have to keep him marching up at the front. Kind of frustrating, but so be it. Yeah, we're gonna have to have everyone like back off and wait for him to arrive. That is so frustrating.
All done.
Good.
I understand.
This the place?
I'm here.
Here?
I am yours to command, departing at once.
Are we close enough now? How about now? How about now? How about now? Okay. I never thought that this day would come, Captain. You've truly returned to us. I have, but we've no time to delay. Might you lend me your ears? There's little need. We've already received words from the others. Our eyes and ears are blind to your advance. Such odd phrasing there. Okay. Where is our flying squad? What I am blind to is where this unit is in this scuffle. Is it right here on the glowing dot? Yep.
Shine through.
Decent call. We're gonna cast there. We're gonna cast it again. We have too many valor points anyway, so we might as well just use them all, right? So now everyone is fast.
This kindness shall come to bear.
Select everyone. I think we got them all. Send them all towards the end.
Royal word.
Let's take what's ours.
The time is at hand.
Elaine can grab an item.
Fortune smiles upon us. I've arrived.
Again, I'm just a bit confused. Why do we have extra stamina? Is it just because it's a huge map and they thought it would like be too difficult to deal with otherwise? It just feels strange to me that it like wasn't mentioned.
No hard feelings. Yeah? There in a second.
The time is at hand. To me.
Even more of them. That should be the last of them. Merely give me the order and I'll depart for their position.
'Tis ours now.
How about you just speed up a bit? If you don't want us to murder your allies, you should be traveling with the front of the group.
Let's take what's ours. Sure. Yeah? Sure.
Yeah? Heading there now.
The path is set. You face me.
Like we're just having to stall our advance just for him to show up and play a bit of dialogue. Okay.
As swift as
Anyway.
possible.
Come then. Victory grows ever closer.
How might I aid you? I understand.
Time.
Oh no, enemy emerging from the woods.
One of the many
How can we
benefits
possibly
of
deal
old
with them?
Let's take what's ours. Won't take long. Shouldn't have let your guard down.
Is that you, Sir Nigel? I had heard you were branded a heretic, but... Fear not. I've no time for words, but I can assure you that my heart remains ever faithful to the Orthodoxy and its teachings. I believe you, sir. A man so devotedly principled would never draw his blade for selfish reason.
I've secured the area.
Just to make sure, actually, we have like 10 out of 10 valor points here. Let's just drop a unit back here at our original command post. Just so we don't get like randomly flying unit comes out of nowhere and like takes it, or a thief or something stupid.
War is a brutal mistress.
Higher still.
Okay, buddy, where you at?
Their tyranny ends here. Understood.
Shout out to them, please. Stand down, my knights. So we shall. We see and hear nothing of your incursion, Sir Nigel. May the Father bless you. Okay. So everyone, we're once again refocusing our strength on the final fight.
As swift as possible.
And you are actually going here to, like, use the camp?
Good.
Just so we can, like, restore on stamina.
We march.
Now everyone's gonna just bash their head against the wall there, except for this unit.
Shine through.
Yeah, that's a good result. If we can just run in here. We've broken through. Steel your resolve. Victory is almost upon us. Oh. Well, this is the thanks we receive for trusting those Sacred Heart cowards. Go, eliminate every last one of the blasphemers. No. It would seem we've been branded traitors in full, yet our spirit remains unshaken. Our faith rests with Sir Nigel alone, and we refuse to yield until the truth is ours. That is so cruel. Like, it's a... I can't speak. They have all these people that they are... Like, we've been branded as traitors. I can't talk right now, man. I'm too tired. Like, we are clearly the enemy of the Orthodoxy, and instead of actually trying to fight us head on, they would instead prefer to go and deal with their own allies that have slightly, like, sort of defected, but not really. It's wild, man. Just crazy. I could send Nigel's unit back to help. That would be funny. Oh, I can't withdraw him, so it would not be very effective. Where's Elaine's unit? We're sending Elaine's unit back. He's the fast one, so.
To defend those I care for.
Like, while everyone else slowly deals with the rest, he can, like, zoom back and try to assist. Because we don't need his power to win. Tell me, Sir Nigel, why do you cross swords with the Orthodoxy? It is the only way to excise the Noira's foul poison from our church. To restore the seat of our divinity, to a beacon of virtue, not of violence. Then I'll not bar your path. I've left our supplies unguarded. Do with them as you will. Okay, let's actually... This is not the squad we want up front. Kinda crazy that them in the battering ram is, like, zooming ahead of everyone else.
Let devotion shine. An astute strategy.
Better start praying. You see that? You see that, Magellan?
Okay, what's even left here? Oh, we're further away than I thought. Why did I think that was the end?
To defend those I care for.
Through undying effort comes true refinement.
Whatever I can, as swift as possible.
We just ran out of our speed boost, concerningly.
Excellent. Let devotion shine through. I understand.
Sit back and watch.
I'll make it quick. See ya.
Yeah, like, most of these, it's not been a challenging fight at all.
You face me. Well fought. The time is at hand. Onward.
Looks
We're
like
just...
I'll win.
we just have so much, like, room to... So much ground to cover.
Path is set.
Time for
Better start.
Hope you've made your peace.
Oh, that didn't actually win. We take no damage, but we do not emerge victorious
Make
either.
It quick. No hard feelings. Go on.
Wait, what?
I could really use a rest.
Did we deal like 0 damage?
Hope you've made your peace.
Or did they like spawn a unit on us and I didn't realize it? I think that might have been the case.
There in a second.
I'm listening. Got it. Whatever I can. As swift as possible. All done.
Let's wait half a second until the rest of the squad gets in the circle. The heretic Nigel come at last. As I live and breathe, you shall never harm the faithful of this town. Calm yourself, I beg you. My quarrel lies not with the Orthodoxy itself, and I would never think to assault your people. Just take this and go. We'll not bear to hear another word of your falsehoods. Like, they really have a problem with us, man. Okay, everyone group up here, please.
Knights of the Sacred Heart, so be it.
Let's take what's ours. Sure.
Let devotion shine through.
Valor skill, haste and call.
A shrewd decision.
I'll be there before you know it.
Okay, yep.
What now?
Words will do us.
Sit back and watch. Pretty good, huh?
Most of these barricades go down pretty quick anyway, even without the,
Victory grows
what's it
ever
called?
closer. The time is at hand.
Okay, yeah, we seem to have actually routed all of the enemies up here, which is nice.
I can't move any farther.
I think we managed to save maybe all of the allied units up here.
Fine bout.
Oh wait, no, did they just off themselves there by trying to attack that squad? That is such a shame if so. No, I thought we had it.
Come then.
Well,
A fine bout.
at least we saved the two squads over here to the east, right?
The time is at hand. The path is set.
How shall I proceed?
Nothing to be.
I've got you now. For all of Pastorius.
To defend those
I'm right here.
Wow, like having a ranged assist unit is so good. It's really nice that she is such a speedy character, Unity.
Bow strung.
Again, like mobility, it's just such a huge deal, man. Targeting down here.
I've secured the area. Let devotion as swift as possible.
Being able to fly and just bypass all of this is so useful.
My strength grows by leaps and bounds. I understand.
And yeah, this squad is like actually strong.
Words
It's
will
so
do us
good.
little good.
My eternal thanks, O Heavenly Father.
Whatever I can.
Oh wow, now Ramona. It just changed to night, so Ramona's gonna be like flying at
May
light
this holy
speed.
strength serve you well.
Yeah, everyone else is like accomplishing nothing the rest of the match. She's just gonna solo
It
everything.
belongs to us.
The insurgent army has almost reached the Basilica. Deliver us from this evil, O divine Unicorn. Our foe here is the Noira, not the Orthodoxy. No wrong shall come to the innocent, I swear it to you. Is that you, Sir Nigel? If such is your word, then I'm assured to hear it. May the Father's grace be with you. Yeah, they just like...
Shine through.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Once again, it's a church. Often religious structures have like really devout followers that'll just follow whatever's said. They aren't really looking into the information of the matter.
How might I aid you? An astute strategy. To defend those I care for. War is a brutal mistress.
Chaos.
Higher. Perhaps I'll purchase a good book to celebrate.
Yeah, because it's nighttime,
Yeah?
these guys are just zooming so ridiculously
I'm
fast.
listening. Let devotion shine as swift as possible.
Here we go. Hearken well, rebel transgressors. This day you have stained the land of our most revered pontifex with the devout blood of his congregation. Should you wish to repent for these deeds, surrender now, and all shall be forgiven. Answer me, Santiago. Why have you concealed his death from our people? Ah, how unfortunate it is to see you once more, Sir Nigel. Yet this shall be where our history ends, when I make you answer for your heretical ways myself. Try what you wish. My blade shall suffer this madness no longer.
Better start praying.
Ooh, that thundercrack.
You stand amidst the glory of Bisphane Basilica. Abandon this seditious uproar, or face the Heavenly Father's judgment.
Quiet down now.
He is dead. There's no judgment to face, you fool.
This is for you.
Oh wow, I guess I didn't realize the guy in the back didn't have enough passive points to cast the blind twice. So the fact that he blinded the back line and only consumed our start of battle effect, that was so good for us.
Let me heal you.
Nice little debuff removal here. God, we just heal for so much on this squad. It is like so good. Oh, I guess those guys are actually pretty good against us here. Purely because they have like magic resist. Sadly, we're blinded here, so that's not doing anything for us. Complete waste of 3 action points. Maybe we need to specifically add a clause for being not blinded. Is the only time you should use Elemental Roar. I think we have the room and the tactics to add that effect. Yeah, of course, the huge like AoE crit there, doing a bunch of work.
Not gonna miss.
Heavy bolts, kind of a specific counter to these squads.
Bolster your defenses.
Why did she not follow-up attack there? Shouldn't she have done a follow-up attack? I swear she has like a support skill that lets her follow up.
I won't hold back.
And a nice and clean victory with 2 action points to spare.
Bastards.
The Holy Brooch. It's another heal 20% accessory. We've got a few of those now. And we are victorious. We stand atop the Basilica, ready to take it back from the heathens who have infested it.
I have failed, and so too has my divine calling. The truth of His Holiness's demise will come to light, and all of his teachings shall be lost like so many feathers on a foul wind.
What? What makes you think that? Like, just because someone dies doesn't mean all their impact disappears.
You dare speak his name after the desecration you've engaged in?
So true.
I had little choice. Absent a pontifex at its helm, the Orthodoxy would fail to adequately direct the faith of its believers. Trust in our creed would wither and fade, so I resorted to desperate measures, at least until we could find Lady Scarlet.
Why did you hide it from me?
It is as I've mentioned before. His Holiness forbade us from even speaking her name.
it's really you.
Seriously, this guy has like something broken in his logic.
The woman you've sought for so long now stands in your presence.
Lady Scarlet, but how have you come to arrive here?
The liberation, you fool.
And among the ranks of rebels, no less.
You would know all that and more had you only spoken to me, Senatio.
Oh, I totally misread that guy's name. Senatio. Why did I say Santiago? Oh, goodness. Reading comprehension.
'Twas I who ushered her out of this land, at His Holiness's behest.
Then perhaps my greatest sin was confiding in that Zenoiran sorcerer over my own countrymen.
Yes, obviously. Why would you side with a freaking necromancer?
Even so, I'm glad to have reached this conclusion. I'd like to believe it amounts to divine providence, ushered forth by the Heavenly Father himself. And that the congregation His Holiness loved so dearly can live on in peace. I leave that charge in your capable hands, Sir Nigel. Once I face my Inquisition, our most sacred of nations can finally step forward anew. And you, Lady Scarlet, please guide our flock to salvation as their new and worthy pontifex.
No. How about we just keep fighting to free everyone and not do that?
That I can't do. I'm certain both of you know the task my father left me with, and that it's the exact reason I can't accept his position or afford to sequester myself here in the Basilica. My duty's not yet finished, and I refuse to rest until it is.
Shepherding the savior of this land, hmm? Does such a savior truly exist?
I mean, we've already freed 90% of the known world. Yeah, I think they exist.
He does, and he stands in this very room. Prince Elaine, noble leader of the Liberation Army.
I hadn't realized.
Dude, like, how oblivious are you to not realize any of this? You really weren't looking outwardly at all.
We've reason to believe that Pontifex Errant was captured by Zenoira and slain while in their custody.
They needed his blood to break the seals on Fevrith's sanctuaries.
The same blood that runs through Scarlet's veins. 'Tis why they kidnapped her not long past.
Then Baltro and his minions are the ones who stole His Holiness away from us.
What did you think? Why did you, like, why did you not investigate it? Weren't you close to him? You just thought he just fell over dead? I mean, I guess that's possible. He looked old as shit.
What cruel irony. I believed myself striving to restore Albion to its former glory, just as he desired. Yet I was complicit in its downfall instead, stood athwart his righteous path ere we could ever walk astride it. Tell me, why have I not faced sentence for my sins?
Good question, honestly. Like, this was like 80% your fault. Okay, not completely true. They probably would have just put someone else in power if you hadn't fallen for it. But like, how did you go off so little? How did it take so little for you to resurrect the Pope with a necromancer from Zenoira? Which, I mean, Zenoira's done countless atrocities across the countries. Like, it should have been obvious if you had any knowledge of what was going on in the world. Oh my god, this is maddening.
I expect you will be, before long. But if you'd rather atone for those sins than languish in their wake, what would you say to joining our ranks?
Oh god. Like I said, he's a unique unit type that I will certainly accept. We take all all people who wish to join here. But oh my god, he does not deserve forgiveness.
His Holiness has finally been laid to rest, and the various arms of the Orthodoxy have been informed of his passing, and that the pontificate will remain vacant until your prophesied charge is complete.
Thank you, Nigel. You'll make a fine leader, I'm sure of it.
I pray you're right, my lady. Senatio shall serve as your guardian in my stead, and I shall invoke the Father's blessings every morn and eve until your eventual return.
Just saying, I definitely would have preferred to have Nigel on one of the squads. Cooler character and kit.
You're welcome to stay, you know. Albion would be in quite the predicament if their new pontifex were to fall in battle.
Dude, she's been supporting you since the beginning. What are you on about?
Their pontifex won't be going anywhere. As long as I'm with you, I'm nothing more than an ordinary priestess. And your friend, of course.
Are you sure about this?
The slow zoom. Or was it not zooming? Was that just... I don't know, I think it was.
I can't promise I'm the savior you seek.
I can, without a shadow of a doubt.
Once again, we've already freed 95% of the known world. Maybe we can be a bit less humble here and be like, okay, maybe I'm the savior. Quite the title to be giving me. Like, could we go with something else? Like, a cool guy? I don't know. Moving on.
Father always knew it would be someone important to me.
Oh? Hey, yo?
And, well, there's no one who fits that description more than you, Elaine.
Canonical romance target, presumably? I mean, she's the childhood friend, I get it, but I don't think I want to follow the canon. I assume we're supposed to give the ring of the maiden or whatever to whatever like romance target, quote unquote, we choose. The Papal Crozier. We got a new weapon that I have not ever heard of before.
Lady Scarlet, I've word you propose a pilgrimage to the 6 sanctuaries of Fevriff.
I do. Father bade me visit them once I had found the savior he spoke of. And that's what I plan to do. Broken seals or no.
Nice.
The staff His Holiness bequeathed to you houses a power unseen in any other. Perhaps its latent faculties will enable you to restore the sanctuaries to their prior function.
I suppose it's possible, yes, but the sage in Cornea told me to first unbind the ring of the Unicorn.
Interesting. It would seem the ring plays an integral role in all this.
In that case, let's hold off on the sanctuaries for now. After all, the ring won't be fully restored until Elaine performs the Rite of Covenant.
Right. I suggest we make for the altar of the Unicorn and Maiden.
Okay. Nigel's unit has left the Liberation Army. No, Nigel, come back. You were so cool. Let's head for the altar, Elaine. Indeed, though perhaps we could pause a moment first. Considering what lies ahead, it would be prudent. This is like the second dialogue line in this region that we've seen today that was just missing a word. I don't know, maybe this region was a bit more rushed than the rest. Considering what lies ahead, it would be prudent to determine the location of the sanctuaries now, rather than later. Allow me to speak to that matter. You shall find one in every nation in Fevriff, though 2 within Cornea's borders, the second of which is said to belong to Zenoira itself, due to its proximity to the ruins of their ancient capital. In any case, I've taken the liberty of marking all of them on your map. I think they all were already. I'm in your debt, Senatio. Please withhold your gratitude. I have still a long path to walk on the journey to atonement. My staff is yours to command forevermore, O Savior of Fefrith. Indeed, it's a feather staff. They are angelic healers who are highly skilled in ensuring their allies do not fall in battle.
We have wrested back Bisphane Basilica and struck a heavy blow to Zenoira's influence in the land.
All that remains.
This is the state of Fefrith at present.
All that remains is our homeland,
We've
Cornea.
succeeded in freeing all our neighboring kingdoms from Zenoira's grasp, Your Highness. The final battle draws near. I suggest you make whatever preparations are necessary. Then we march on Gran Corinne and bring this grim tale to a close.
Nice. I feel pretty good about our accomplishments here today, that we managed to get through this story. Portion of the story. Because, yeah, we are set up very well to complete the game next time we play. That was dumb. I did not realize this was already... the location was already fully rebuilt. But yeah, we're putting Senatio here, of course. Even if he doesn't really deserve to do much of anything.
I shall never fail those in need.
You've already failed those in need enough, good sir. Okay, I don't think we want him on this squad. Ramona's already, like, crazy good here. So, if we're putting him anywhere, it's going to be on this second healer squad. And yeah, we're gonna swap out this girl here, if I can... Yeah, there we go. And then we've got Senatio with no accessories at all. That's kind of funny. I think we're just gonna give him one of each, right? Yep. And then some random garbage. Probably a scarf, right? Just so he can evade better. Yep, that's fine. Steel staff. There should be better alternatives around somewhere. Oh, here's the new ones we got. We got +1 action point, plus initiative and evasion. That's actually... It's a shame, but it's perfect for his needs. Because he's already a flying unit, so it would be nice if he has that extra evasion. Then we got the Papal Crozier, which has an action point and a passive point attached. Who the hell are we going to give that to? I have no idea. Because as we said, like, most of our staves we've given people is because they have a very important skill attached. I guess we could check and see, do we have any accessories that would grant this protection skill or the double heal skill? Kind of surprised she doesn't have like a quick heal built into her kit, by the way. So what we were saying, protection. Okay, no, I did not see any protection on any of those. So I don't think we're going to swap her stuff out. So it leads me to think we really should give it to more of a like offensive, like damaging type unit, which I think the all stats is more important because we've already got her up to max with the accessories we gave her. So I hate doing this. What? I was gonna give it to our warlock guy, but it appears this can literally only be utilized by healers. So I'm not a fan of that personally. I guess we're giving it to Tatiana. She's technically on a team we kind of sometimes utilize, but not really. It's just a shame though. It's like that any other, like that's an insane base effect is just plus active plus passive points, but like a lot of our healers, it's really important they have these extra skills attached. The charges levied against Lord Nigel have been proven false, though I myself never believed them for a second. I've word that Father Thanatio is withdrawn from the clergy in order to join the Liberation's March. I can think of nothing more gallant than dedicating one's life to redeeming an entire continent. Still just, I'm kind of annoyed
Do let me know if you require
that we're letting
assistance.
him of all people like redeem himself, but whatever. Sacred Cure activates after an ally's debuffed. Remove all debuffs from a row of allies. Grants immunity to a debuff. So this would have been perfect counter to like the blinding, the row affecting like blinding stuff we were dealing with in this region a lot.
Bless you.
Sapphire Pendant, obviously we're grabbing that. This has Healing Wind. Restore HP to a row of allies. And this is an accessory. So that's interesting having an active healing skill on an accessory. It's also got Initiative, restore HP to a row of allies, healing equal to the user's HP. Intriguing. You could make some pretty, what's it called? Unconventional units a healer utilizing this. Now it is awfully costly. It's 2 whole active points. But you could restore a row's health like entirely to full, especially if you're like a really high HP unit. Aurora Ring, Mighty Shield, negate the next damage dealt to an ally. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wait, is this all just like the standard stuff? Ooh, nice. There's even more of these Wingcrest shields. Like we'll have to consider like all of this stuff here, pretty good. All these Wingcrest things. I don't think there's any important accessories down here, no. So the biggest thing here was Soothing Plume is kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't think any of these 3 things, while they're potentially useful, I don't think we're going to end up using them. Now actually,
Do let me know if you require assistance.
Raven's Plume, we probably should have like picked up another one of those, but we're broke. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate it. We freed 3 more towns in that singular battle, so we have to go and recruit more random minions.
Let me take it from here.
It's Virgil. Incredible.
Ready to serve.
Now I'm trying to make them all like start of the alphabet if I have the option now.
Well.
I wish I'd done this at the beginning and just named them all the same like very first name, so that we could have just sorted everything by name and they'd all be grouped together. Okay, flying back up here. With His Holiness's passing, Lord Nigel has been tasked with leading our nation into a radiant new future. The gate to our south now stands open By order of Lord Nigel. Please proceed as you wish. Okay, so yeah, it's this gate. I guess I forgot this this gate was blocked off. Though we were right here earlier. Couldn't we have made this battle 10,000 times easier if we had just brought the battering ram to this gate? We would have been 5 steps away from the boss. Why did we decide to do the massive round? They're like, this is the only route that approaches at all. And then we still have to go through a gate that we have to like knock down. So why did we not go through this one? What the hell? You have like horrible tactics, apparently. The Angels of the Orthodoxy have a deep and fervent respect for Lord Nigel. His deeds as a revered knight have also earned him the trust of the common folk, though I'm sure his good looks don't hurt either. As for me, well, let's just say there's a reason I keep my helmet on. It's fine, buddy. I'm sure someone will love you. The mercenaries dismissed by Zenoira have returned to the forts in search of more work. Oh, this civil unrest is bad for the nation, of course, but rather good for lining mercenary pockets. Oh, this counts as a fort? How weird. I think just because it's a different type of building, it does not, like, I don't think of that as being a fort. I feel like most of the forts we've seen have been the exact same design. When rebel soldiers started a bit of trouble at the local tavern, a man named Clive showed up to drive them off. It was 4 of them versus 1 of him, yet he handled the matter with relative ease. Oh, sick. Clive keeping good order. The Liberation Army appears to be far more orderly than Zenoira ever was. I used to be a revered knight, a reverend knight myself, so I tend to take note of such things. It's hard to imagine life without our pontifex, but we'll figure it out somehow. Lord Nigel's leadership should prove a steady hand in these uncertain times. He's earnest, strong, and handsome as well. Perhaps I should go introduce myself. Oh, I guess they said he's handsome, right? Yeah, again, I find it kind of weird that they gave Nigel, like the Zenoirans gave him the like ultra powerful armor when he seems to be a very, you know, principled man. They had no mind control on him or anything. It's so weird to me that they just dropped the mind control angle. Like the northern region, they're like, nah, we're just enraging people with this gem. We aren't using the like possession mind control spell anymore. Like that was such a big deal in the first 3 regions. Like what's going on? Pardon the intrusion, my prince, but would you permit me to visit the cemetery? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Is this the last one in all the lands we have to do? That would be nice. Thank you, my prince. We've now offered prayers at all of Albion's cemeteries. Mother Lila will surely be pleased to hear it. We got Libera and Undead Ring. Oh. What could that be? Libera. It has reincarnation. Revive 1 ally, restoring them to 1 HP. Grants them immunity to damage for 1 attack. I do not care. That is too expensive to revive someone. Instead, I would prefer that we just not die in the first place. The Undead Ring. Poison immunity, death blow immunity, and 1 passive point. Well, that is definitely worth it. Who are we going to give this? Probably someone like in the front line that otherwise had a lapis pendant. Oh. Okay, where is this pendant gonna be at? It's gonna be in a weird location, I guess. Oh, it's a ring, wasn't it? It was like undead ring. I keep seeing like items that would make sense for it to be next to, and it's not there. Where the heck is it? Ah. Oh, I have another sapphire pendant as well. When did I grab that? Let's figure that out. Actually, let's give it to her. There we go. Okay, where's it at? Undead ring. There it is. Down here, like next to all the countering stuff. Okay, that's a weird location to put that. I mean, I guess it's at the top of all these like immunity items, so I guess it counts as like an immunity item first. Because what does it do? Poison and death blow. Okay. I mean, poison's a useful like thing to be immune to. Death blow as well, except you like never see it. So like it would be helpful in very specific situations. Yeah, her. We'll give it to her. This makes a lot of sense. Get all the immunity things, and we give her the undead ring. Still have a passive point, but we also get a magic defense. Death blow immunity, poison immunity. We are happy with that. Hey, we can finally play outside again. Come on everyone, let's go fishing. I've already told you I would rather search for stones instead. Which do you want to do? I think fishing could be nice. Okay, kiddos, have fun. The clergy has announced that our pontifex has passed away. What a cruel reality we live in. Though Albion was under Zenoira's jurisdiction only a moment ago, we've now reached a ceasefire with the liberation. You may pass through our gate whenever you please. Lord Nigel's orders. Zenoira really ran this town to the ground, you know. Just having them gone is a marked improvement. I mean, if they were running to the ground, like being abused by Zenoirans, this is the town closest to the capital. Again, how the hell did what's his name, this guy, how did he not realize there were problems? Sanatio. Like, what's going on? Life in Fevrith seems to consist of war, war, and more war. But we'll never lose our faith in the heavens. And no matter how many times we stumble or fall, our devotion will always carry us through. I used to think the only thing different between you and Zenoira was the colors on your banner. Guess I was wrong. Apology accepted, good sir. The last embers of Zenoira's armies are fleeing Albion as we speak, but no matter where they go, we'll always be there to snuff them out. Pew, 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 pew. Ah, to be graced by the savior of Albion himself. Thanks to your kindness, my ruined old home can finally be rebuilt.
Do let me know if you require assistance.
Canyon lands with Shattering Pursuit. Activates after an ally attacks. Follow-up attack a column of enemies with a piercing strike, inflicting physical defense down. I mean, that's a pretty strong effect, but at the same time, cost 2. I think we already have several units. Several of our lance units already have the ability in the first place. Wait, what is this? Heal 15% when using an active skill. Does this one just have like more defense than the other ones? Like, why 15? Because we already have one that grants 20, right? So we have 10 and we have 20. And like, what? And this has 2/2 for like physical stats. So why are they providing us a worse version this late in the game? I kind of want to buy it just because it's unique. It makes me almost think like it's supposed to be given to someone specific for a special effect. But that is like so strange. I was previously forced to sleep in the cold, hunger gnawing at my very being. But I always kept these clothes of mine safe. There. The only thing I have left from my parents, after all. Okay, that's an awful lot to tell me, buddy. Okay, that's fine. When I grow up, I want to be just like Sir Nigel. I pledge my blade to the Orthodoxy's cause. Pretty good, right? But if you're a knight, who's gonna run the tavern with me? I thought we promised. Childhood friends making such promises. Sheesh. Zenoibra's still sticking swords in people left and right. But hey, more work for us. I want to be a mercenary myself someday. The most famous sellsword who's ever lived. Trust me, kid. It's not worth it. Okay, we have 144 honor. I forgot to pick up more goat biscuits. What happens to the Orthodoxy now that our Pontifex has passed into the great beyond? I assume business as usual? I made the pilgrimage here from Cornea, hoping to see the Basilica at least once before I died. But now that I've arrived, I'm met with nothing but tragedy. The least I can do is pray and mourning. I wonder what'll happen to our ties with Zenoira, now that we've reached a ceasefire with the rebels. What ties? Like, what did they offer you? I was impressed to hear Lord Nigel has agreed to serve as acting Pontifex for the time being. Though I can't say I was surprised. I've no doubt he'll manage it well. Hey, we got the goat milk. Woo! Thanks for bringing us all this stuff. I guess not everyone's mean like Zenoira.
Do let me know if you require assistance.
Wall bracelet with hastened shatter. Activate start of battle, attack a single foe with a first strike, physical defense minus 50%. I mean, it'd be cool if you could activate multiple start of battle effects, but I really don't care about this one at all. Enduring Guard. Block an enemy with a heavy guard, grants them a buff to endure a lethal blow. I mean, that's okay. I'm not like crazy about it though.
I hope.
Like, if you're managing to do a heavy block, I don't think you're dying. So what's the point of the extra buff? I guess it lasts probably till the end, so like maybe they kill you on a later turn. Also though, often people that have those great shields, they might die to a one-shot from magic, and I don't think you can block those, so shrug. My dad catches the most amazing fish. I'll have to give you one sometime. Thank you for helping us. Nice. And I think that's the last place in the whole region, right? We should be getting a cutscene if so. My humblest thanks for the deliveries, sir. To be frank, it's about time something went right in this town. Hey, there we go! Fully restored the region. Thus settles the matter of Albion's reconstruction. Indeed, we owe a heavy debt to the Liberation for their aid. Yet we cannot discount the Orthodoxy's influence either. My station has brought me through every corner of our lands, and I've seen firsthand the strength its light can bring our people. I suppose such things should be expected of a theocracy like ours. And, once again, I feel great shame for betraying the trust of our faithful congregation. You should feel shameful. What you did was absurd. Then you must earn it anew, through conviction and grace. Such sentiments will surely touch their hearts ere long. It's still so funny that Nigel's like still wearing that dark red and black armor that it just screams Zenoira. Like, he's now like the head of a religion, like wearing that basically. Like the stand-in for it, sure, but still. Until then, I leave Elaine and Lady Scarlet in your capable stewardship. Fully restored. Anything here?
Know if you require assistance.
Thundering Strongbow. I thought we already dealt with these. I guess we've just seen these weapons before at other shops, probably.
Welcome to my humble store. Look around as much as you please.
No, where's the goat stuff? You don't have any of it, you fool.
I'll guard it well.
As I understand it, anyone who was working with Zenoira has fled the nation entirely. Do you think they might try to invade again once they've had chance to regroup? I don't think so. We've got them pretty, like, restricted down to the center of Cornea now. I hope the angels come back. What's the point of living in Albion if it's just us humans? There's an angel right here, dude. Are you blind? The scars of war still run fresh through our lands, but we'll keep pushing onward as best we can. That's all any of us can do, really. Wow, the rebels are incredible. I mean, the liberation. That's what I meant to say. I've heard the news. Our Pontifex rests with the Holy Father now. I'll have you know I spoke to him once. It was the most blessed, most peaceful moment of my life. I can't believe you actually did it. Some of the rumors claim you're the reincarnation of an ancient war god, and now I'm almost tempted to believe them. Me? I feel like we're living through history in the making. There'll be songs about your exploits, mark my words. I mean, there should probably be some already. Like, we're this late in the game, right? We've done so much for the world. Okay, that's like the sanctuary visit stuff. How much does this guy want us to have, like, revealed? Is it 100%? Or will he, like, give us something for 99? Nope, he wants 100%. He wants us to conquer the nation. Okay. So now we look around real quick. The yellow doesn't matter, because these are the repeatable little battles. We still have this battle up here we should do. I'm not going to do it like immediately today, but I think we'll set up to do this first thing tomorrow or whenever we end up coming back. We've got this battle, then we've got all these battles right around the center so that we can unlock the rest. And I think that might actually be it. Like, we've conquered the Colosseum for the character unlock. There is a little more we could do there, but The final enemies were level 50, so I think we need to be like level 45 till we really are able to go and get to the end of that. And the rewards were like nothing until you beat the final battle. So yeah, we're just gonna wait. Anything else around here? What is this? Oh, that's another sanctuary thing. How the hell are we supposed to get here, by the way? Am I dumb? Like, how are we supposed to get there? Seek the altar, perform the rite, yada yada. Head for the altar on the Isle of Palavia. I have no idea how the hell we're supposed to get to Palavia. Are we supposed to go to like each of these other things first? Did I miss something obvious? Like, have we been able to go back to Palavia the entire damn time and I didn't realize it? Anyways, yeah, I think we're good here for the day. I really don't think we're going to be getting enough units anymore. Like, we might have pretty much all the units we have. I don't think we have enough to make another big squad unless we get a bunch of characters in the super late game here or like the post game. Well, that is it for today. That is all of what we are going to be playing of Unicorn Overlord until I'm not sure when. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm kind of busy. Part is Saturday. I don't know. Saturday or Sunday, I might try to do a really long gaming session and finish everything here. We'll have to see. I'll also be adjusting around my new room setup here. I'm gonna look back at the VOD and make sure quality still seems okay. I think I figured out all the weird audio settings, and when I tested, that seemed fine, so pretty happy there. So the stuff we actually did today in Unicorn Overlord, Albion, the like region of the angels, honestly, I think I'm kind of disappointed in that setup, that storyline. We didn't really get that many units either. The only one I was like ultra happy about was the feather bow. All the other ones, they have like strengths, but they have like major gaps as well. Like they weren't as well rounded as a lot of the other units we've seen up till now. Like they seem to have some really niche effects, and I wasn't like super pulled in by many of the characters either. A lot of it was supposedly set up to you know, build up Scarlet and her backstory, but I didn't really, apart from the little bit with her childhood friend like tricking her, trying to sell her out, I didn't feel that compelled by the rest of the storyline of that region, especially because, like we said, the angel that was in charge there, he just seemed stupid. Like, he just made really, really dumb choices in trusting Zenoira and, like, using necromancy on the Pontifex. It just didn't make sense to me at all. Like, I was not buying his explanation of, oh no, it'll all collapse if he dies. Like, they knew Scarlet... Okay, he didn't know details on her being, like, hidden away. But, like, I'm pretty sure he knew she existed, so... And again, they could have just put someone else in charge. I don't think that big of a deal. Unless they're just, like, trying to worship... It's so weird, like... I don't think most churches in history were passed down. Like, the rulers of them, I don't think they were passed down in a family. So it was a really weird melding between like a monarchy royal family and a church. Yeah, overall, the units there, I wasn't super gung-ho about them. Both like story building wise and their function wise. And honestly, thinking back, Corneo was by far the place we got the most characters, and I liked a decent amount of them. Drakenhold I also really liked. The elf area I really liked. I think Bastorius was when I started like questioning a lot more things. I liked the overarching story of Bastorius, but some of the side quests there were really dumb, like the thing where the orphans were being sold off to slavery, and then we just forgave the guy that did that. That's absurd. There's just these weird logical like leaps that keep happening here in the later game that it seems a little bit further than, a bit harder to believe than I would like. And yeah, just overall, it just makes me wonder if they rushed this last region, especially because it's like Albion, it's the final region. I was hoping it would be this really, really impressive, really cool place. And I feel like we mostly just optimized all our teams and then barely cared about the opponents we were facing and the new characters we got. It all felt kind of samey as well. Because like they only had a few different flying unit types. There were just the feather bows, the feather swords. Is it feather shield? Is that the defenders? And the feather staves? The only real threat among those was the feather bows, and we were just struggling so much being constantly blinded, but that was the only threat it felt there was in this entire region. And only getting like 4 types of units, one of which, by the way, Ocles we've had since the hyper early game. So that doesn't matter. We only got like 3 new types of units for the final region, which feels so weird to me. And one of them was after the final fight. So we only got like 2 new unit types when traveling through the entire region of Albion up until the very end. So that I guess feels weird to me. It felt a bit more stagnant than the rest of the game. It's weird there was also like double dialogues on a lot of the NPCs, which we didn't see in other regions really. We saw multiple typos where they just left out an entire word. Yeah, kind of disappointed in this area. Hopefully the final boss fight against the Zenoirans, hopefully that goes well. It also just feels kind of weird to me. I know Baltro was like the big bad kinda, but at the same time there's the actual like overlord guy, right, that we fought back in Cornea. I did not expect him to completely take a back seat in every other region we've gone to. Like he's had no impact at all. It's only been Baltro, so it's like, so Baltro's the big evil guy, I guess. I thought we almost killed him earlier, but I don't know, he's just has his hand everywhere. He does a little bit and then he just like disappears. He's not really that committal. It's so strange to me. I don't know. Anyways, that's just my complaints on kind of that final region and some of the story stuff. But still, I may be complaining now, but I do very much enjoy the game. I love the art. The music's pretty good. The character designs are cool. A lot of the characters I like their writing, their personality. Favorite thing is just the combat and being able to like the squad building and tactics. Love that stuff. Excellent. Some of this other stuff is just a bit iffy. Currently though, like if I had to give it a score, I'd probably still give it 8 out of 10, which is like really, really good. I mean, story's still way better than something like Fire Emblem Engage was like. That was so nonsensical most of the time. This, even if like the base story is pretty simplistic, it's like, it's been fine. It's just some of these like side stuff that you have to suspend your disbelief more than I would like, that I'm not like a huge fan of. But anyways, that's enough rambling for me, I think. I'll be hopping off here for the night. Again, I may play either, let's see. Okay, tomorrow's Friday, so I may either play tomorrow night or someday this weekend. I may just have a really long session where I try to finish out the game in its entirety, because we're getting really close after several months of chipping away at this game. Yeah, I've been enjoying it, but I think I'll also be glad to move on to new game endeavors, which I think the next one will be Dark Souls. Dark Souls 1 Remastered. Definitely excited to try that one out too. Anyways, this has been Zerzon. I stream when I can. Thank you so much if you did happen to stop by. I hope you're having a great day or night. I'll plan to see you all next time. Goodbye and farewell. Have a good one.